Hey everybody, welcome into Rock Painting 101, where we give you fun, new rock painting ideas that anybody can create.
In today's video, we're going to do a montage of 7 different paint marker heart designs. If at any time you want to jump ahead to one of these images you see on the screen, just hover the timeline below and you can see that tutorial. If you need more details on any of these tutorials you see today, we have full-length videos for each and every one of these heart designs that you can find in the description below or in the card links during the mini version. First up, we have these beautiful mosaic style hearts. Start by sketching a heart onto your stone or your work surface, whatever you're painting on. Then start dividing that heart into triangles and squares. You'll want to have a lot of spaces to fill in. Now choose your colors. I like to use at least 3 so that my colors are never touching. I don't mind if they touch point to point, but I don't want them right next to each other. So start blocking out your colors. I like to work small sections at a time so I can make sure again that my colors aren't touching. So I'm going to do 3 different colors here. And in this tutorial, I am using the glitter Posca Paint Pens. I just love the shimmer that they leave on the design. Now with an extra fine tip paint pen, you're going to start outlining each individual section of your mosaic pieces one at a time. You want nice crisp lines. These are really fun to make in lots of different color combinations. Next, we have an ombre dotted heart. Again, sketch a heart onto your design. I'm using the 5M paint pens here, and I'll be blending from one color into white. So start pointillism style, dotting out the bottom half of your heart with your white, and then the top half of your heart with whichever color you're going to use. I'm doing blue on this one here. You want to add a lot of dots of the blue along the top and a lot of dots of the white along the bottom. Once you have your dots placed down, you're going to start blending them together. Do this by dotting over the wet paint while it's still wet with the blue. I'll bring it a little closer here. You're going to bring that blue down into the white and then fill in the top area a little bit more. And then we're going to repeat the same thing, bringing the white into the blue. You want to work while your paint is wet. Don't worry about getting a little bit of blue on the tip of your paint pen. You can just doodle it off on a piece of paper until it's back to white. We'll go one more time with our blue back into the white, and we're going to continue dotting towards the top of our heart until our blue is back to its original color and the heart design is completely filled. Now you can add a cute little saying to these, like all you need is love. And I also added a dotted outline on the purple heart, so that's optional as well if you want to bring that white all the way around the design. Next we have a wavy heart design. First, of course, start with a heart. I'm going to create my lines diagonally across my heart, and then I'm going to add a wave. Then I'll thicken up the wavy lines, and these will be the white sections of my stone. Then just decide which other colors you want to use, space them out and fill them in. Once it's dry completely, you can start adding fun patterns and designs inside each one of your stripes. Now, I don't do the lines in between because that gives you a little bit of leeway to crisp it up when it's all said and done. If you go slightly over, you can fix that later. So we're doing some zigzags, some stripes, some lines and dots. We do a hash line, some scalloped edges, and then some triangles. Once you have all your sections filled in, go and add a nice crisp black line in between each one of your wavy lines, and then outline the heart as well. Now, to cover any area where your paint peeks through, you can thicken up the line a bit. Next, we have our radial heart designs. These are really simple. We're going to take a Post-it note, fold it in half, sticky side down. You want to trace half of heart. You want to leave enough space that you can add your design around the outside, so don't make it too large. Now give yourself a point in the center and start pulling from the Post-it note off onto your rock. Now you're going to be in the middle here at first. You don't want to overlap that center point too much because it will get a little soggy. Now just keep adding lines around your heart until you have a heart left behind when you peek underneath your Post-it note. Peel it off and you're done. If you don't do enough lines that you can see your heart, you can add an outline to the heart like we did with that black one. Next, we're going to learn a little bit of shading with this stacked heart design. Start by laying out a bunch of hearts, and I also do some polka dots as well on your stone. Fill them in as well. Pick whatever color combinations that you want for this. Play around with different sizes and shapes. Obviously, let your layers dry in between so you don't accidentally blend the colors together. Using an extra fine tip white, we're going to add a little highlight on each one of the hearts and dots. Now with our extra fine black, we're going to outline all of the designs, making sure to only do the top shapes all the way around. Now you can come back with your color and make those highlights a little bit smaller if they got a little large in the smaller spaces. Next, we're going to do our shading. Place down a little bit of black, and then with a slightly damp paintbrush, you're going to kind of wiggle that black to pull it away from the design. So we're going to go around and create these shadows, which really helps pull off that stacked look. You're just going to work little section at a time, just very, very, very little bit of water. You can even wipe off most of it on the paper. Touch up anywhere you need to with a little bit of color if that black spilled over, and you're done. Next, we have this fun faux watercolor look. Now, these are water-based paint pens, which means you can place down your paint and then add water to manipulate it. So we're going to paint blobs of paint, basically, add water. We're going to tilt our stone to get that paint moving around the rock. We're just going to work in layers with different colors. Make sure you use colors that, if they blend together, which they will, don't make brown, basically. So pinks and purples is what I'm using on this stone. So I'm working with different shades, different amounts of water, and you can let some of the water flow over the edge, come back in, blow dry in between layers, and see how it looks. Now I'm also going to use my glitter paint pens on this because it leaves a really pretty shimmer, almost like a silvery metallic look to it once it's watered down. So again, keep layering, blow dry in between until you like the look of your rock. See how that shimmer is left behind? Then we're just going to do a really simple heart design on top. We're just going to do loose hearts, 3 of them, and then add some loops, some dots, some zigzags. These are really quick and easy to do, and it's a lot of fun to manipulate the paint with the water. These last hearts are really quick and easy, and if you're getting nervous about, blending with your paint pens, this one will show you it is okay. Start with the heart design and then just mix and match different colors. I'm even using my white. When you use white, just doodle it on a piece of paper until it's drawing white again. When you like the look of your heart, then you're going to give it an outline with whatever color of your choice. I like to use one that I used for the heart itself, and then bring that color up to the heart design, give it a nice crisp outline, and then I love to add, with my extra fine tip white, a cute little dotted outline. That wraps up all 7 of our paint marker hearts. Let me know in the comments below which one is your favorite, which one you're going to paint first, and don't forget to subscribe for more fun and easy rock painting tutorials. Bye-bye.